This is meaningful. So we get dealt a lot of damage, but he needs to probably go for all the planes and Skrelv, I would guess. And let's go for this so we make sure that our next draw is good, I think. And they are sacrificing, good. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today very different deck. We'll be playing Mono Black finally for all your Mono Black fans. You've suffered enough and now we'll try to make some cool deck for your entertainment. And the Braids Arisen Nightmare just got absolutely better. Even though it's not a new card, it kinda is, because thanks to all the new synergies, basically like things like Hexmage that creates token enchantment that loves to be sacrificed, Braids just got so much better. The Witch's Vanity, card we didn't talk about, creates a lot of tokens, like food token, then a Wicked Roll token, and it's also an enchantment, so you can still sacrifice it before it resolves all the chapters. With Hopeless Nightmare, it's an enchantment that literally is designed to be sacrificed. So with this kind of interactions, you get a lot of value. We also play Lord Skitter Sewer King. It basically creates infinite fodder for you, and there's really nice interaction that is not obvious. Lord Skitter creates a token at the beginning of the combat phase, and Braids gets the trigger at the beginning of the end step, which means that you always get created new token and you can instantly sacrifice it. Going further into new cards, we have Candy Grapple, that is basically a mono red removal that can be bargained into Sheoldred removal. That's basically it. And back to seconds, we only play one copy because we want a lot of pressure in the deck, but you can basically get a 4 mana creature directly into the battlefield and also something more into your hand. So for this reason we play Sheoldred and also Obliterator. We only play one, but with double Beseech the Mirror and back to seconds we actually have quite a lot of Obliterator if we care. We also have Geek's Command to bring them back, so our creatures are really powerful. We also play Ashiok just for late game card advantage and this final push to close the game, and also the tokens are pretty good sacrifice fodder if you are in, some pinch. The last card is Virtue of Persistence. We only play one because I have only one slot free and I don't know what to get rid of, and it's a great 7 mana win con that is also a great early game. This card is absolutely amazing, I love it. Alright guys, and before we go into action, don't forget to subscribe because we are closer and closer to 10,000 subscribers, which is wild. And if you want to be part of this absolutely glorious journey, if you want to say, I was subscribed to Sloth before it was cool. Alright, it's kinda cool already, but you get the point. That's your chance. So, with that being said, I really want to thank you all guys for all the support, because honestly, if we are serious for a moment, you guys are absolute stars of this channel in reality. I just hosted, and with your kindness, your nice comments, always supportive, like this really keeps me going. If not this, I would not make daily videos, because I know, I've tried and I was so stressed, I took 1 week for every video, even though I had no views. So, it's all thanks to you guys, and I think we can take a moment to appreciate a true hero of this channel, you, the viewer. So thank you for that. I think we know what we want. Action and new cards. So let's go directly into games and have fun, and don't you worry, you will see some Braids triggers. Guys, I mean, this could be absolutely insane. We just need what. And I kinda like those lands. I generally prefer like John Avens, but they have some atmosphere. I really like them. I think they really fit the set. So good job, Wizards. Good job. Alright. And we just need Braids. Alright. Let's set up. I'm sure we will just draw a land, right? On the next turn. I'm sure it will happen. I'm just sure of it. Let's see what the 2-drop is. We don't super care about Talia yet, but she will be meaningful on the Geek's Command because 6 mana is a lot. We might not even hit it during the game, and Brutal Qatar... I don't even check the card I discard. That's something I should definitely start doing more. And he can trade. See? I told you. It was given. How do you work? At the beginning of your... Alright. I think I have triggers, right? Alright, no auto trigger, sure. And we say go. So we Oh? Okay, not sure how it works really. We'll experiment. I really hope that I can get the triggers. I fear that we might miss the thing. Not sure if I could do it otherwise. Alright. Not exactly as I hoped it will go. But on the next turn it will start to be alright, right? Because if that happened once, then on the next turn this creates token first and then we get the Braids. So we can keep going. And we will draw a lot of cards. We just need to keep hitting lands, man. That's the big thing. And we aren't. Alright. And we aren't. Perfect. So we'll try to go for the board at least. We don't attack because Braids is a great blocker. Now we can. Alright. Alright, because we control the zombie, right? So first we create, then we sacrifice. That's always how we go about it. And we'll keep pressuring. But missing land is huge, especially with hand of double Geeks command, Ashiok and Obliterator. That's insanely huge. So we kinda lost the advantage of being on the play, right? But at least we get one Scrolf down. He also doesn't hit the lands. So are we. And we can go for a Hexmage because that's a good blocker. And it doesn't hit Jadar really. Can I be aggressive? Let's try. This is the only attack. He can double trade, but that's a double trade. He could have a Ganjo, and in which case it would be absolute blowout. Alright, they're going for it. I will go like this in case of the okay, that doesn't make a difference, right? But our board is much stronger, so even though he killed Braids, look at the board difference. And even with Talia, I guess he can first strike everything. And will I ever draw this land? This is really bad. This is going really bad right now. Moment I sacrifice it, I tell you, man, it will be land and land on top. Let's go for Jadar. Like, the Hexmage is 1 mana 3-2. The problem is that we don't use 2 mana, so it's basically a 3 mana 3-2. So not great so far. Why not, right? It's so fishy that maybe it somehow works. It doesn't. Alright, I guess at least we are both mana screwed, but we drew way more cards, man. Okay, maybe one more, but it felt like much more with Braids. Alright, he already has equal mana, not perfect, and he will tax our Geeks command to 8 mana, where we're trying to hit 4. However, he probably will go for Obliterator, right? Because that's the only card that we can play on the next turn. I actually think I might go for Upkeep Stop. Because, man, I'm not hitting this land normally. I'm in full Shuffler please mode. Shuffler, please. 2 lands from top, let's see. Alright, we get the stuff. Oh my god, we actually would not hit it for forever. Alright, are there lands in my deck? The answer is no. There are no lands in this deck. Yeah, sure. I guess we'll keep playing until the Merciful Shuffler will give us the 4th land. But right now it doesn't matter so much. Braids is pretty good draw overall. Because she can dig us much deeper into the deck, right? And we have a lot of good targets. If we want to force, oh, this is strong, especially with the first strike, but not yet enough to go through. At some point, he can start using Scrolf to just start racing us. Oh my god, this is bad. Man, the whole game is just reliant on drawing lands. There's nothing more right now. I mean, I will play Braids. This is not how I imagine this game will go. Do we really want... I think we do. This way we are guaranteed to draw land and deal them. Oh my god, it's a swamp? That's basically mythic card for me right now, man. Oh my god, we are like 3 or 4 turns behind of where we should be. And with stacking of vanguards, it's like we are out of the game, I think. You cannot miss so many turns in a row. Right now Geek's command is useless because everything has insane power, right? We can trade, so there's still some hope. And Braids is very good still. Alright. A land. A crazy land. Can I attack? Not really, not against first strike, so let's just play Shaw. And try to raise this one this way. I guess we need to be defensive and just keep, you know, sacrificing stuff. No point in attacking. Let's get rid of the token that cannot block. We don't get the beginning of the end step token, but on the next turn we will. And let's keep dealing this damage. Like, I mean, it's 4 damage a turn, man. Man, you could think that I don't play lands in this deck. I play quite a few. Adeline is kinda okay, like she's absolutely devastating, but we can tank the token for free. And when she attacks for 10 with Scruff, that will be a problem. Probably a good call. So he's fully tapped, we can block like this. And we probably really want to trade for this. Jadar is pretty good with Braids, so we will try to keep it. It can chomp block. We just need to survive a little bit more. Because his attack will be absolutely insane, man. Yeah. Alright, it's not the worst. He will just discard Talia, so it doesn't do much. But I guess we get the Braids trigger. Not really, we want to sacrifice zombie anyway, right? But I guess we get the Scry. So I think we just need to give up all of our hand and try to fish for removal to unlock Obliterator, maybe. I think that's the better plan. And I mean, we have to say go, right? No attacks. What do with this card? First, this one. Attacking with zombie can be meaningful, so I think we just go for this. For this one. Making sure we draw the right. Yep, more Ashioks. Why not? Why not, right? Oh my god, and swamps at the end of the era. After 20 cards. Alright, I'll take them, but they probably won't matter. Like, this is all of my 5, and yeah, all of my 5 drops from the deck. Brutal Qatar, like a clock. So this plan just got away. Let's see how he attacks. He can use Scruff. Peacekeeper is interesting, but good choice. Even if we play Obliterator. I mean, we can go for the first striker, so he cannot attack with Talia then. That's actually not the worst. This has to be some chompy. I want to trade as much as I can. I think that's it. It's something, right? He has enough defenders that we cannot really just not block and praise him. This will be rough. I think losing 4 or 5 land drops in a row could be bad play. Maybe I shouldn't do it. Let's go with Obliterator, but it will be still harsh. Yeah. With Sheoldred we would kill him, but right now I'm not sure if we can. He doesn't need lands right now. At all. So I think we'll just go with the zombie, right? Because he doesn't want to give up creatures. So this kinda blocks in a way. Yep, token. So we at least got rid of one of the creatures. Good choice. Man, I cannot believe this is the game. Like, hand full of 5 drops. I really think this is all of our 5 drops from the whole deck. We drew a same amount of lands and 5 drops. We play 4 of those and 24 of lands. So really unfortunate. This game definitely doesn't look like it should. Yeah, let's see if he attacks with Talia. Oh no. But this is meaningful. So we get dealt a lot of damage, but he needs to probably go for all the planes and Skrelv, I would guess. And maybe on the next turn we can make some magic happen. We can also attack with Obliterator, right? And he kinda has to block. And that will be another 4 permanent. So maybe Obliterator can turn it around because he needs to block this. We could also attack with Braids, but it doesn't change much. Here's the land. Oh wow, that's actually good. So I go for the lifelink. And I can sacrifice Adeline, right? Man, I think we will win this. Because of the trample, like he needs to block so much that he will just die. And I'm not... Am I? Let's go with Obliterator, because this is 2 damage. Especially that he has no land, so we can just sacrifice Swamp. So this way he loses everything and he dies. So he needs to go more. I mean, sure. And that will be... Alifa. That's why we left Braids, by the way. Also there's Sheoldred. I mean, that was the weirdest game ever, man. I cannot believe we won this. I already kinda gave up. So... we sacrificed the land and that's Alifa. Or, I mean, that was definitely a game of Magic. Nothing went right, but I'll take the win. Alright, and we are going first. This is not the perfect hand, we don't have to drop, but Lord Skitter should do something, right? Let's start the day with Hopeless Nightmare. Always a great way to start the day. Especially that whatever is discarded, Lord Skitter will kill. That's a control deck. Very nice, very nice. An Esper control deck. We don't really have a great hand against this, because we cannot apply enough pressure before he probably sweeps, because we are missing 2 drop. But we'll try. We also miss 1 drop, kinda. Let's go. Let's see. It goes through, it dies. Go for the throat, go. Alright. So we probably will have to go for Ashiok. We can Beseech the Mirror and try to go for... Alright. Oh, is this my deck? That would be epic. That would be absolutely epic. Alright, we need to make some meaningful play right now. I don't know what I will take, but I know that I will take something. And it should be good. We could go for the prank, but it's not good. Oh wow, a Sheoldred from the top. Doesn't really matter, but still cool. Alright, let's see. Let's see. What is the play? We could go for Lord Skitter and already get some good board. That's not a bad play. We could also go for what? Obliterator? If they have a good removal, I go for the throat, we are done. Or just Sheoldred to pressure them. I want Lord Skitter. What can I say, man? I just like this very modest noble. That's, yeah, I guess it's a noble when you look hard enough. Alright. Our opponent is kinda fighting. Didn't go for the card, which is interesting. I would probably try to draw some cards, but it possibly would kill me. If that's a sweeper, we will be in some trouble. But then we can play Ashiok and try to go for Geeks command to get some value. So we have some plays, but it will be harsh. Hopefully they won't get too much Cardo and too much sweeper removal. Generally I like Lord Skitter because it's a bit better when your opponent is tapped out fully, because you at least get 2 creatures. If they play Planeswalker, this rat is annoying, you also get the bargain target, you know, all this good stuff. All this good stuff. This feels like an Emperor, doesn't it? but I will still attack. And we already got some value, right? And if -2 will happen, it means there's no samurai. So I think it's still kinda okay.
I am the Emperor's
That could be proliferated, right?
Protect my people. You're done.
Oh, I didn't play the land. Probably something I should try. Alright, we have two ways to go around it, or about it. We can try to go for card advantage, or we can force a board sweep. I think board sweep is a little bit better. Like, our opponent needs a 5th land, right? This is tapped, so no Sunfall. We know there's Sunfall in the deck, probably no depopulates them. But it can be still used with Staff of Completion, I guess, so... Yeah, I guess it can still happen. Let's see, let's see. But that will tap fully, and we still have some creatures in the graveyard, right? At least one. No cards, that's good to know. Man, I'm stressed. I think the game is super close. It all depends how much value we can drain from Ashiok. And we want to draw those nightmares, that would be super nice. Ooh, that's a huge card. Man, this is a huge card. I think that means no sweeper. Do I want to save one of those cards? Those are pretty good cards, so I will go for it. It also makes nightmares a bit better. I will exile this. I will take Geek's Command. And it will be just a prank. We are trying to be aggressive, so we will go for all the modes. Let's see if that's a counter spell. It will hurt. It will really hurt, but at least we'll get some nightmare action, right? It goes through. We can get Braids back with Geek's Command. Oh my god, so it really was this deck. I think it's our deck from yesterday. Alright, sacrifice 2 creatures, Rat and Rat. That means we have a 4/4, clear board. And this could proliferate, don't forget, so we kinda want to double hit with this. Otherwise, Emperor can be saved, create some tokens, and we don't want it. Drawing card, good choice, good choice. Still game will be close, but 4 damage will help a little bit. And the prank was absolutely amazing. Man, it got so much value, it's incredible. It's all about those top decks right now. Who gets better cards? We have Ashiok, so we should be ahead, but I'm not sure if that will be the case. We can also mark instantly answering our best card. Very scared, but we can go for Geek's Command and get some refill. Not the worst, not the worst. We need to pressure life total as much as we can right now. Let's get the cards. Not great for this turn, but great for the next. As you can see, man, those nightmares are doing work. Just please no top decks right now, because I cannot handle too much more. Hopefully, I think we can catch something with Hopeless Nightmare during the game. Yeah, we need to pressure, because then we kinda negate a lot of cards. So that has to be a Sunfall. Right? Or something. Even Emperor, I guess, works. Braids and Lord Skitter will be pretty cool, though. And this creates on beginning of combat, so Braids can already get the value during the same turn. And tapping, I think we're winning. Tapping 3 mana in this situation is game breaking. Right? And Staff of Completion doesn't have too much lifetime because the life total is getting too low to start, to get cards again. Even Proliferate is too expensive at this point. There seems to be something. Oh, alright. I wonder. We are not in danger of getting milled, so I'm kinda okay with this one. This is also 2 damage. We cannot exile cards. but we can sacrifice something with Braids. So we attack with this, down to 3, then we play Braids and Hexmage, and we sacrifice this because opponent doesn't have enchantment. That was a pretty good game. It was super close. I honestly didn't think we'll win this, but we got some good draws. This time, 0 misplays. We play Swamp, that's a good play. We are on the play, that's a very good play. Our opponent is with turn 1 Kumano, because he also knows how to magic. So, not looking great. When you miss 2-drop against mono red, it's already really bad. I guess we try to go for Braids, right? But first, let's go for the Lich King. Not the right game. We go for Lord Skitter, Sewer King. It's nearly the same, alright? Like, he's trying his best. Because then we have all the tokens for Braids, and the faster we start, the faster we can start racing him, right? What? Guys, a mono red player that keeps defenders. Now I've seen everything. It's a good play. He played it right. But I'm still... Oh, right, that was a blocker. Sorry. I got excited for nothing. I think we can go like this, right? I really kinda want to raise this. I'm not sure if I can, but I will definitely try. Especially that on the next turn we have Geeks command, so we can go absolutely crazy with this one. That's why we have Lord Skitter. I mean, those rats are so cute, but all they are used for is getting sacrificed. I kinda feel bad right now. Our opponent got his land. He also took 1 lander, which is usually extremely risky. I still will take it. It means he needs to use this mana for play with fire or festivities, which is probably the case, right? Oh, Swift Spear. Oh, that was a bluff. See an earth? Let's destroy all creatures. I want more lifelink, so I will put it later. I could save the rat, but I don't think it's worth it. Glorious. Absolutely glorious. As you can see, mono red cannot survive the might of the Lord Skitter, the Sewer King. And we are plowing through ladder right now. Going first. Interesting draw. Not perfect, we would love to have a 2-drop. But a hopeless nightmare is always good way to start your day. When you get up in the morning, you just get a hopeless nightmare and you start from there, right, Goosey? I like this board, it's pretty fun. And it has animation. I mean, animation. So turn 2 sucks a lot, let's be honest. And our opponents also, so that's pretty good. Lord Skitter, do your thing. Alright, we have some rats. I mean, yeah. I didn't even check what he discarded, man. That was not a great play by me. And we are closer and closer. Man, this card left unchecked is absolutely insane. We are not good enough to draw lands though. I guess I could do the upkeep stuff, but it's not a great play. Do we go aggressive? This one is pretty good. Right? We go like this. We create more. And we just attack. I don't think we'll block. And we always have the Hexmage. We kinda need to be aggressive because the rats cannot block. And if he attacks we can... Oh, the lifelinker. At least it's tapped. So Obliterator will be super bad because everything they play is exile effect. But maybe we can bait those effects on Sheo and then go Obliterator. Maybe that's the play. Or maybe we'll never draw a land. That's also a possibility. Man, the new meta. Incredible. It's almost, like, literally exactly the same deck. That's an 11-11 out of 2-2. Makes sense. Alright. So, we can prank stuff. We could prank stuff. We have some creatures. Can we go with Sheo or just Obliterator and hope that they don't have the answer? Man, they always have the answer, but it will hit something anyway, right? And now we will keep blocking. We have our board pretty nice, but I think against this kind of stuff, we need to be a bit more careful. And let's see, they literally need a removal for Obliterator, or I think they will lose, because they cannot attack, right? And they cannot, indeed. Alright, I kinda like the situation. So what do? We can prank everything. No creatures yet. What card can we have? You know what, I don't remember, let's just take it. And this is basically free, but this gives Scry, right? But it's part of the cost, so we will shuffle anyway. Sorry. So I think it's still the best. Alright, let's see. I'm sure there are cards, right? We could go for Braids. Braids is pretty cool. Like, we can pressure, but if they get a good top deck, we might be in some trouble. I think Geeks Command can be pretty good as well. Mishikos will flip. That's scary, man. Absolutely scary. Virtue cannot be cast. I kind of think we need to go with some tempo play. Let's create some rats. And of course we don't want to attack yet. And let's go for this so we make sure that our next draw is good. We might naturally hit Geeks Command. We have two of them, right? I think. And they are sacrificing. Good. Definitely, man, those were absolutely worst draws ever. And with Braids we might get some good value. This is basically infinite token fodder. Audacity, that's fine. We're at 19. I think the next play will be Sheoldred, just so we can accumulate some life gain and start racing more efficiently. With Braids we can deal so much pressure, man. If we attack, he won't block, right? Man, those rats. Man, he has such a wide board, it's just not great yet. But it exiled Kami, so already did the job. And I think we just start sacrificing rats. This way he needs to get rid of creatures if he really wants to avoid it. And he's trying to hit a exile effect for Obliterator, but right now Sheoldred is also a problem and Braids is also a problem. So as you can see, like, now they need to answer basically 3 different creatures. This has Death Touch, so trades very well against everything. Going first, I mean, this is kinda what we want, right? The Hexmage into some sweet removal. We'll see, we'll see. It's a strong one. I like the card, man. It has some flavor. Our opponent, of course, having absolute craziness from Magic. We of course want to bargain. I mean, do we? This kinda kills everything. I think we just go for Sorcerer Speed right now. Everything just kills them, including Feldon. I guess I should attack, so I miss 1 damage for no reason. I want to be defensive, but there's no really creatures that we can go for. Alright, that's pretty slow start. It means we can untap and just start playing more lands, which I kinda do not mind. It will be a bit hard to use Prank, but we'll try. Here's Squee, the Grandmaster of Magic. Man, it's insane. They still play it. They actually still play it. So, how do we do it? They might have double removal for sure, but we need to still take it. They might not. So one... This is the most silly deck ever made. Like, they literally scoop to 1/4 up. This is also why we always play Sheoldred usually, because it just shuts down their deck, and we can enjoy Magic again. Right, so on the draw, unfortunately, the Hexmage, you know, will be a bit slow. Our opponent is actually using new cards. That's crazy. Let's go with the Hexmage. At some point we'll get a bargain. And, you know, 1/1 is still acceptable. What do you do? Remove... Alright, Scry 1. Interesting. Can be cast at instant speed. So... This is very important card. We don't want it countered. And he plays blue mana, so it is possible this won't die. Smirk. Let's see if that's a whale. No whale, alright. The Moment of Truth. Is that like a normal mono blue just with this card? It feels like it. So far this is the only different card, the rest is just seems mono blue, but we'll see, Might be something extremely different, we just don't know it yet. He definitely has something, but he won't activate it. Let's force one of the counter spells, because he definitely has one. Probably make this appear, right? Or Essence Scatter. Ooh, alright. They usually don't play the Syncope, that's interesting. So we will have a 2-2 with a lot of auras, and if we can get any bargain card or Braids, he's main phasing this. So he doesn't have lands. Those 3 cards can be lands, but the rest are not. Oh boy, I think he drew 1 land and he didn't want to get rid of it. We, on the other hand, draw only lands so far. Alright, the rolls override each other, you can have only 1 roll. I kinda forgot about this part. That's actually pretty good, man. We might use Takenuma, we have a lot of creatures and planeswalkers, right? Fading Hope. Sure. You know, it slows down a lot, so it's fine. 1 damage acquired. Alright, not perfect play. I'm not sure if that was end step, I hope it was end step. And how do we deal with this? Geek's command is not perfect. Very easy to counter, even though he has only 2 cards, probably one of them is what he wants. Sheoldred pretty good, we need to go with it. Let's eat the actual counter spell. We cannot read. Whoa. Alright. Fading Hope? So I think it should be Fading Hope, right? I mean, I don't care that Sheoldred is 1-1. I expected it to be bounced, to be honest. But the passive is all we need. Alright. Double this. Interesting. So he's trying to raise. Alright, that's a good one. That is a good one. We don't have too much mana though. Alright, we will attack, but how do we deal with it? We could go for the Candy Grapple and then Virtue when he tries to protect it. Yeah, I think that's the play. And I will still go for this one, sacrifice of course this one. So it's full of... I wanted to ambush him, but... yeah, I don't think ambushing would be correct because we kinda lose some good plays. And with Virtue of Persistence, he will lose Jin anyway, right? Or Jin, because I actually learned after 5 months how to say it. I went to dictionary. Alright, so 1 card to go. And Sheoldred is in the battlefield, so if he wants to... alright, a good one. Very smart play. Very smart. This way he protects everything, including his whole board. That will be 7-7, right? So 14 damage. Extremely good play, man. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. Well played, my friend. This way we cannot go for any sorcery removal. And he also doesn't get any damage from Sheoldred, which is even worse. And that might just be it, but we'll see. It all depends on the card. If we draw the right card, it can be good. But we need to Geek's Command main phase, right? Alright, we put the counters. And he sacrificed, because thanks to Lifelink, that will be huge. And I will risk it. He has only 1 top deck. And that's a counter spell. Are you... oh, alright. Alright, that was resolving. I thought that's a counter spell, because there was no priority when I skipped through the phases. And that was it. Man, it could not be closer. I have to say, I got some lucky draws, and it's good that he was out of the cards, right? And didn't really think his Geeks command will go through. Alright guys, and now we are in some wrap up. So you get some final impressions about the deck and did it perform. So let's start with this one. What are the results and the win rate? Man, 75%, we won 6 games and lost only 2. We actually flew through ladder on the diamond. So that seems very promising and it felt pretty strong. I think Lord Skitter is a huge powerhouse for the deck, and honestly I've been playing Braids decks before, this set, and I have to say right now she feels much stronger. I mean, much stronger. Everything just loves to be sacrificed, so I think this is a really, really good synergy. With all the bargain, you don't really have issues with sacrificing anything. You have so much tokens. The Hexmage is doing a lot of work here because not only you get upside for sacrificing enchantment, but you always have one. Hopeless Nightmare is also pretty good. It's obviously not great when you top deck at late game, but generally I didn't have this issue. Usually games aren't super long, so very often you just can do it. And if you scry 2, you probably can consider that it cycled itself, more or less. I think that's the ratio, right? If you scry 2, it is considered kinda draw 1 card, and I think that makes sense here. So I like the deck. It has very good results. It feels strong. It can battle seemingly every other deck, and it's just about those draws. Just draw the land, draw good curve, and you should win most of the matchups. So I think it's a pretty good deck. What about the crafts? Yeah, I think all of the crafts are pretty reasonable. I would think maybe Hexmage, because you need to craft 4 and this is just a 1-drop, so you can try to find something in replacement. I'm sure there's some, cantrip creature that gets you similar effect, but I still think this is probably the best for the slot if you have the wild cards. And yeah, Virtue of Persistence didn't really come into Battlefield too much. Maybe Ashiok is enough, so this might be something to maybe cut. Obliterator did a great job, so I'm pretty happy with it. So overall, really happy. Mono Black seems to be absolutely destroying the meta so far, and I'm not surprised. That's a lot of extremely strong cards in one deck. So yeah, also Rankle Sprung is definitely a power card. It feels really strong every deck I play it with, and if you get it right, it just destroys your opponent's game plan. So yeah, really happy with this one. Don't forget to subscribe and see you tomorrow, so let's not make it longer. Thank you for watching, guys.